Играть. Эпизод 4. Нет, все-таки последний. Так вот. Что, поехали?
I mean, your eyes and the teeth. You're not really supposed to do that, are you?
Not if I can avoid it.
Скип? Не забыл. Не проверил запись на YouTube. Тоже не горячий.
No.
Странно.
Holly's sister, Lily.
I just don't know what Bigby's doing. If he cares about it. If he even gives a shit.
That's why you can't tell me anything. It's the ribbon, isn't it?
We're destroying the tree. No!
We're not burning the tree, Snow.
Hey, you're not really gonna send me to the farm, are you?
Look, maybe a few will get sent up, but you're my friend, Colin. I wouldn't do that to you.
Oh God, Bigby!
This time was no joke. Eat as many metal shellings as you see fit, but take just one more silver round near your heart, and the only place I'll be visiting you is the morgue.
Bigby, wait. When you get the Crooked Man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand trial.
Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss. You've come a long way. You must be tired.
Я смотрю. Где?
And if my envoys are correct, you haven't had a lot of rest recently. Please, Sheriff, relax for a moment, will you? Do you want a drink? Something to eat? Vivian makes a
Я,
very nice.
пожалуй,
It's elegant. Really a carpaccio.
мы не друзья.
It's lobster. Sirloin.
Don't misunderstand the situation here. We are not friends, and you're in no position to offer me anything.
On the contrary, Sheriff. And I don't wish to contradict you here, but your initiative and mine have...
Погодите. Нет, все нормально. Ну ладно. Невкусно?
been friendly for a long while now. Ever since I came aboard these shores. You know, Fabletown's been very accommodating of my humble ventures. Never said a bad word. And that relationship's worked till these ends.
Just what are you talking about?
I've just been left in relative peace, I think puts it best. Allowed to live my own way.
А может, пошел нахуй?
What do you think you're doing?
He's gonna...
Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of cooperating. So don't waste the silver. Sit down, Jersey. Well, Sheriff, for the sake of transparency, why don't you tell us why you're here? It would help settle everyone's nerves, I think.
You're destroying this town. You've been doing it for ages.
Destroying this town? What on earth do you mean?
What the hell do you think I mean? Slavery? Kidnapping? Extortion? Murder? What would you call the wholesale corruption of Fabletown?
I would call it the baseless accusation of a desperate sheriff. How are you certain this isn't some conspiracy against me? I'm a well-connected man, well-moneyed. People do like to take their shots at me.
Who would try to pull that on you?
Oh, I don't know. Fables with a grudge. People who want a stake in my shops and services. But I can understand the confusion, and I'm truly sorry about the trouble all this has caused you. And I hope you believe me when I say, Sheriff, that I sincerely mean to make it up to you. The recent murders that have gotten such attention as of late, I don't relish telling you that they were perpetrated by an employee of mine. It's a very unfortunate bit of business, but I promise you that the matter will be dealt with internally. I just want to settle the issue for you, and to assure you that it's over with. You really don't need to worry yourself further.
An unfortunate bit of business? You're gonna tell me right now who killed him?
Sheriff, I have complete respect for you and your job. I hope you know that. But I simply can't divulge that information.
Чё не пьёшь?
You really shouldn't worry yourself. As I said, I've got this under control.
Да попей,
No.
ничего уже.
I'm gonna deal with it right now.
Yeah, right. What do you think this is? Some kind of negotiation?
Сейчас тебе горло вскроют.
The man said he'd take care of it. So why don't you take the hint and get out?
Tweedledee, please.
I'm already pissed off. You don't want to make it worse.
Oh, I think I do. I'd love a good reason to put a bullet between your eyes after what you did!
That's enough! I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but in the interest of preserving our alliance, if you have to know, it was Georgie.
Он голову отрезал. Ах,
However,
ты
like I
падла.
said, I'd be handling the matter if you don't mind.
Georgie.
You got what you wanted, so just...
Sit down. Now.
Чё этому хуесосу надо? Это
Yeah,
какая-то летучая
I
мышь.
killed him, so what?
Ты
You
кусок
should have just
говна.
stuck your nose where it fucking belonged.
Georgie,
Я запомню.
Look, the fact is, George here misinterpreted one of my instructions.
Misinterpreted?
And I want to make things right. So, let's work something out.
What's there to work out? I'm protected, aren't I?
Your protection has limits, and I think you've far exceeded yours. That you could murder someone in cold blood like that.
You fucking asked me to do this.
And then
you told me
attempt to
kill
blame
him.
me for it. You will be silent while we discuss what to do with you.
This is right bollocks, this. You're just gonna let him do this?
So what do you say, Sheriff? Can we discuss terms? You can have Georgie. Consider it a gift, ensuring our continued cooperation.
what the hell?
Take this fucker. Take all of them. I didn't fucking
Don't
start
make
this.
any trouble, Georgie.
Are you seriously throwing me under the fucking carriage after everything I've done for you?
No deals. It's over, so get up.
I'd advise against that approach, Bigby.
Я волк.
You can't just hand me over. What the fuck is this shit? You said you'd cover for us.
For minor infractions, not murder.
Just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us all.
What's wrong with you people? You're really gonna sell him out just like
You
that?
think I give a fuck if I'm the one? Who the shit do you think you fuckers are?
surrender.
Get
the fuck
out of
I do apologize, Sheriff, but I think it's best if you leave now.
There's no way I'm going with him. Are you kidding me?
Things are about to get unpleasant, and I would rather you weren't here to watch.
You can go join that whore at the bottom of the lake for all I give a shit. But he's not taking me anywhere. I'll roll over on the lot of you before I let that shit happen.
What are you saying?
Yeah, what the fuck? You're gonna make sure we all go down this shitter with you?
I told you.
I'm not going anywhere.
This could have gone so well.
Ну и что ты сделаешь, похуй?
To speak the truth, I've never been a very good mediator. Why negotiate when you can just decide?
О нет, опять одно, что же.
Did I miss anything good? Well, look at you, all fixed up.
Я тебе сиськи отгрызу. Кого бы убивать? Тебя.
Over here!
Что?
You're done, Wolf!
Come on, we're pretty much done here.
I'd like to say it was nice knowing you.
Опа! Жарабас попался свиной. Вот так.
Oh God. Oh. This way.
Блин, может не убивать? Ну прыгай ты, собака.
Come on, Georgie.
Oh, shit!
I know.
Где дядечка? А я не знаю. Налево? Куда не уехали?
What was that?
Что же такое? А чего ты не прыгнул? Да хоть эти сдались двое.
Take him off!
I can't.
А она же мне помогала. Почему она теперь против овца? Мне тоже придется голову. Чё, ну что, не прыгнул?
Gun it!
Are you sure?
Do it!
He's not moving.
Keep going!
Зачем ты же пол?
Come on.
Right. Fuck it.
Больная женщина. А я уже все. Я уже развратился обратно.
Holy shit.
Че холишиться, воткнул в него меч, такой, блядь. Ты что ты смотришь 3 раза? Раз.
We can't stay here.
Hang on. I need a minute.
Okay. Can you stand up? It's okay. Take your time.
It's okay, take your time.
It's no fucking use. No way I'm walking out of here.
How did this happen, Georgie?
Что же делать, что же делать, что же делать, что же делать? Да посмотрим.
It was supposed to end with Faith.
Fuck. Well, you won't be
Я
all...
знал, что он собирается их убить, отрезать ему голову. Все такое. Чудо тут разлито.
Shit. Hello, Bigby.
Я пришел вас ебать.
I hoped you'd come to your senses. Crooked Man's the one you want. But of course, you're too much of an idiot to see that. Or maybe you just like me too much to let me go. That it, Sheriff? I had to say goodbyes first.
Please, Sheriff.
Ее хватай.
Haven't you done enough? Look at him. He's dying.
If you don't get out of the way right now, I'll have
Go
to...
ahead.
Да ей
It
пизды.
isn't his fault.
He's a murderer. Faith and Lily, he's the reason they're dead.
Look, I know he made a few mistakes. We all have.
What? He made sure they couldn't talk with those damn ribbons, and then he killed them. You're...
Что тут случилось? Тебе так не кажется? Мне показалось. Ничего, все хорошо.
You're wearing one yourself. Doesn't that bother you even a little, knowing that man murdered...
Of course it does. Those girls
So
don't...
it's all my fucking fault then?
I
You
didn't mean...
fucking...
Да ты же убийца, дебил, блядь.
You're gonna throw me to the fucking wolf too? You know I didn't have a goddamn choice. What the fuck? I did what I had to! You can't fucking blame me for that.
Look,
Sometimes you just have to do what you're told. Then it comes back to bite you in the ass because some good-for-nothing crooked bastard decides you're not worth shit anymore.
Don't give me that bullshit. You're responsible.
Like hell I am. Look, Faith and the others tried to pull a run on us. And as you can imagine, the crooked man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, the big boss didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty. So he told me to take care of it. You think I don't know what that means? Either I do what he says or I'm the one getting dealt with. So I fucking killed him. And I'd do it again. 'Cause it's not my fault. The crooked man gave the order. He told me to kill them. And then he fucking sold me out. The both of you can go rot in hell.
Georgie.
You think I'm the one to fucking blame?
That's not what I meant. I was just...
You're still the one who pulled the trigger. Nobody held your hand and made you go through with it.
Fine. Believe what you want. I can tell you've made up your mind. Doesn't matter if it's fucking true or
Да,
not.
блядь, ну он сейчас умрет, его нужно это... допросить.
Go ahead and kill me then. But it won't bring back Lily or Faith. It won't free your friend Narissa. And I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing. It must be so easy being you. Just come in here and blame me for all this shit. Job's done, right? George is the bad guy. It's all it...
По-моему, так, кто приходил к нам в участок, который хотел ленточку развязать. Я не помню. Не помню.
It's fucking fault.
Может, уже и убили. Да поковыряемся пальцем.
But what was I supposed to do?
Интересно.
You don't know what it's like, Bigby. How could you know? At the end of the day, you're just like him.
Stop complaining and take responsibility for what you did. You murdered Faith and Lily. You put those fucking ribbons around their necks. You had the power to let them go, but you chose not to.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If I freed them,
Говори давай.
what would you have me do? Kill her?
Georgie, don't.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell me, if freeing Lily meant she had to die,
Что?
do you still think I had a fucking choice?
What are you doing?
I told you, you don't know the fuck about anything.
What are you talking about?
This is the original. The girl with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute discretion.
You promised you wouldn't.
All that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers, and the spell's broken. They're all free. But you know what happens to her? The same thing that happened to Faith. So don't you come in here and tell me I fucked up.
What the hell, Georgie? We were supposed to look out for each other. I trusted you.
You can't fucking blame me. You're not innocent here either.
I know that. But did it have to be like this?
Wait, those were your ribbons? You're in on this? I thought you cared about them.
I do. Of course I do. You have to understand, nobody was supposed to die. When we built this place, it was just a stupid idea. A gimmick. Discretion is our guarantee. That's how it started anyway. This was supposed to be our place. We were gonna be in charge for once, and nobody would try to control us or use us. That was the point. Then the crooked man showed up and everything just turned to shit.
So, do you get it now? Why I couldn't just...
Что поменялось?
If you still think it's so fucking simple, then you do it. Go right ahead. Kill her then.
What are you doing?
Break the spell. Save the fucking day.
Stop it!
I told you. Sometimes all your options are shit. What?
Просто... Бля. А вдруг ничего не будет? Вдруг она пиздит. Блин, что делать? Что делать? Не отвалится башка, она может напиздеть.
What the fuck are you supposed to do then?
I'm not playing this game, Georgie. I won't kill her.
Don't talk about me like I'm not even here. Please. You think this is hard for you? My life is such a fucking burden on your conscience. Don't I get a say? It's my life. Like it was either of yours to give up in the first place.
I wasn't really...
Just shut up.
You don't get a choice if you're involved in this.
I know what I've done.
Wait.
I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just do what they want with my life. I thought it would be different here. But it's all the fucking same.
Vivian, I didn't mean...
Do you think I wanted to be this person? What I did to Faith and Lily? To all of them.
Vivian, wait.
Every day I have to look Gwen and Hans in the eye and pretend I don't care. I have to forget what I've done to them. What I took away from them. I look at Nerissa and I hate myself.
Vivian.
I can't pretend anymore.
What are you doing?
Vivian, don't. Vivian, no!
А как у нее голова держалась вообще?
Fuck! No, 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 no!
Ну пристегните обратно, и сработает может.
Why'd you have to do that, Vivian? Vivian!
Господи. Блин, мне так похуй. Давай на него.
Vivian, I didn't fucking mean it. I was just...
Пирог. Пойдет умерла какая-то тварь, которая убила своих коллег.
Fuck!
Get up.
Кишки вываливаются.
Get up!
Don't think so, Bigby.
Конечно, так произошло. Эх, блин.
I'm gonna die here. I think we both know that. Just make sure you give the crooked man the same treatment when you find him. Really fuck him up for me, alright?
What you делал?
What do you care? Shouldn't you be more worried about yourself here?
Just wanted a nice image to part on. Old foundry by the river, alright? Shepherd Metal Works. He'll be there. Fucking asshole. You wanna finish me off now? Or do you plan to kick me around a little first? Rip my limbs off one by one? That's what you wanna do, right? Oh! Shit, stop! Fucks to stop! At least you're consistent. No more games, alright? We both know how this ends. Just make it quick.
Можно еще раз? Ладно. Нечего было убивать людей.
What? You're just gonna leave me here.
Да, я бы еще тебя напнул.
Fuck you! Piece of shit.
Зато я буду жить от тебя. Или... Ля какой. Kill the Thunder. Моргана. Моргана, смотри. Fucking Какой? Не, это был карамель, что-то там. Hello?
Still warm. He's here, all right.
Иду сурово в камеру. Заходи, волк.
Of course.
У меня нет сил. Не могу. А чё, я могу не нажимать кнопки? Теперь войди.
So this is where they've been sending these.
Это из-за селшейдинга. Разработчики не продумали. Почему с ластонами? Странное какое-то решение. Я жду, походу. Hello?
Big B Wolf.
Смотри, зеркало будем ломать?
The big bad wolf.
Кто же? Ну, я. Слушай,
You used to be something.
копают, твари. Под Снежку. А где Снежка вообще? На самого первого эпизода следил. А вот это когда-то было. А это где было? Как-то она выделяется. Это вот, который сейчас голос отрезал, да? А, это та, Вивиан, или как, Минорис. А, это... Что это с голосом? Сломалось.
They used to fear you.
Что за ветер?
They'd hide anywhere their small shivering bodies would fit.
Кто-то что-то говорит или это шумит что-то? Блич! О нет, что же они тут отмывали? Не успел. Перестрел, отстрел. Сзади.
Silver.
The big bad wolf.
Откуда ты это говоришь? Ой.
It's about time you showed up.
I had to take care of some
Если на
things.
серебряном кастете
Little
надо, я
errand
почувствую.
boy. That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you've made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you've finished, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Hey, I'm talking to you!
Didn't your mother ever teach you manners?
Who's my mother?
Or was she too busy fucking whatever breeze drifted through town? Oh, come on!
Ты что, ты женщину побить не можешь? У нее в кармане зеркало. Может, она от любой отражающейся поверхности, типа, я понял. Да. Нет, она сбежала. Мне кажется, это ее двойники. Я нажал вовремя, пиздёж. Я нажимаю, почему она меня лупит?
Where are you? Come out and face me!
Ты чё, дура, стекло вытащи? Да какое бить, поранишься? Да надо вниз падать в лаву. Почему я просто волк? Почему у меня нет оружия? Я же шериф. Я же шериф-детектив. Волк, шериф-детектив. Может, ты в нормального волка превратишься, блядь? Камон. А мне вообще... Почему? Чё, мне кажется, нужно, блядь, в волка превратиться, блядь. Оборотня, нахуй. Полежим, зачем? нечестно. Надо крутиться, как тасманский дьявол, чтобы все. Я волк, а ты кто? Не в глаз! Я успел. Так не надо было. Я думал, я ее... Анимация просто как пальчиками уменьшает. Смотри. Я голожопый теперь? Нет. Нет, смог в штанах. Вот, одежда моя сохранилась, хорошо. Чё ты, блядь, хуй? Я иду с тобой, блядь. Главное не убивать его. Заспавнилось снова.
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds 6 rounds of specially designed silver bullets. Now, I may not be the best shot, but I can guarantee that at least one bolt will meet its mark, and you'll find yourself rolling on the floor in agony, unable to heal yourself. Without Swinehart to save you, you'll die. Is that reason enough for you? Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want. You plan to do what she says, don't you?
That's right. But what happens to you once you get there is a different story.
I'm not quite finished. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial. Are we clear?
You need to tell me right now. We're not going anywhere until I get some answers from you.
If you want answers, you're going to have to cooperate with me. Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
If you're not a killer, then what are you?
I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community. I don't mean to belabor the point, but just so we're clear, if you change your mind and decide to do something stupid, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of it. Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero? Because those are two very different things. You're smart, I'll admit that. So what I just don't understand is why you're here. I mean, you want to catch your killer, right? Georgie. He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle. You know, I'm actually looking forward to seeing Miss White again. My previous interactions with her have gone rather well.
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say?
Не будем отбирать ничего.
Fine. I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you around.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
I know. But we have to do something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing
Are
happening?
we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Что со...
Motherfucker.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place. And after what happened with Mary...
It's nothing. I'm fine.
I guess you've been worse. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
What do you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off?
Poor
You
girls.
think you have the right to
And what
just
about
do this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook!
This. You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. 𝕸𝕝 who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
You'd better shut your fucking mouth if you want to keep it.
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring
Я
that
не знаю,
shithead in
жив он или
too,
нет,
aren't you?
блядь.
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Ты такая.
Is he still out there?
Sincerely hope not.
Well, where is he?
Sheriff?
Don't worry about it. It's done.
Justice has already been dispatched. Bigby executed him.
Джорджи, летучая мышь. Ну тот, с которым мы пиздились, которому я вверх рукой по голове дал. А этого звали... Как этого звали, когда он кишки выпустил? Уёбка этого. Но это не он, короче. Джорджи — это летучая мышь, который там остался, за порталом.
He's... What?
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but
Да
right
бросаем
now,
его в
you're the
колодец
one
уже,
I'm
ну, блядь,
concerned
ну.
with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a...
Сейчас. Вульф, блядь, Among Us, Джорджи. Сука, это я... Ай, блядь. А кто та летучая мышь, нахуй? Джорджи Порджи его зовут. Так, чтобы без спойлеров. Как этого уёбка зовут? Где здесь персонажи мужского пола? И где он? Ну, вот этот Вендиго, который, не летучая мышь. Как его зовут? Джорджи, Джерси. Как его зовут? Нет, его не так зовут. Сейчас скажу. Ну, или так, ладно. А почему? Джерси. А не джерсийский дьявол. Да. Джерси его зовут. А это Джорджи. Что столько имен? Такая игра была на первой плойке. Вот, я ее помню. Прикольно, кстати. Еще у Корна такая песня есть. А ты мне, блин. Я же говорю, это он.
A lot to answer for,
I
and
was
I
told
don't.
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White. Unless you plan to abandon the charter entirely.
Fine. Go right ahead.
Wait, that's not how this works. After the rest of your crimes are read through, then you will have an opportunity to defend yourself, but only then.
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
And kidnapping Crane at gunpoint.
He went willingly.
Yes, thank you. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily. So you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're involved.
Come on, it's obvious.
Everyone just shut up for a minute. You wanted a chance to talk, well, go ahead.
What? We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witch.
Where it fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get on with it
But we promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I
его сейчас
don't
эти
have to
быдланы
tell you
спросят,
what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell the fucking truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg. It was only a matter of time before something like this happened.
If you were so offended by it, why'd you cover it up then? If it had nothing to do with you and your shit, then why'd you try to protect him for so long?
What cover up? I never made any attempt to hide Georgie's criminal activity from you. I learned of it myself
For
only
fuck's
recently.
sake. Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
На меня напали, блядь.
Yeah, and your goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
What's he talking about?
I really hope you're going somewhere with this.
I see you want to cut right to the point. I can appreciate that. Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about
Они же на тебя
Lily?
работали, Кристина.
She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
You're the fucking problem here, not us.
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back. And in turn, we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
For the longest time, not much. But they asked me to come work for them.
Really? The new deputy mayor wants you on the 13th floor?
No. The wolf offered me the job. She wanted my tree destroyed. If she had her way, I'd be hung out to dry on a clothesline by now.
What?
You were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Is that true?
She was helping people glamour themselves as other Fables. We couldn't let that continue.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a crooked man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Like you did with her?
Things haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at protecting you from people like him.
The crooked man's been exploiting you, exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
He took Faith and Lily from us. And while we can never get them back, we can certainly punish who's responsible.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over. And those girls will have their justice.
Ты иди нахуй, не-не-не, подруга. Ты на ту сторону сейчас выйдешь.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the...
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession.
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
So, are we done?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town?
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this.
Of course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie killed them.
I surely understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course. Where are you going with this?
Well, by that logic, Miss White should be on trial for Tweedledum's murder. Since you know Bigby works for her.
That's...
He killed a man.
That don't make him a murderer.
Doesn't it?
What happened with Tweedledum, I made a mistake. He He was attacking me, and I just acted. I didn't think.
That's the only reason?
Этот хуесос меня
Bigby and I
стрелял,
have
блядь,
already
что?
discussed his behavior that night. We're handling it
Now, where
internally.
have I heard that before? How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe.
Мы его не трогали, козел.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
That was different.
What?
Snow had nothing to do with it. We all thought she was dead.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
This isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I
The
know...
laws apply when we need them to.
Bluebeard, please.
What's that supposed to mean?
Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason we're
certain level
here.
of privilege should be afforded to...
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they
Забирай бабку, идите в
idly
колодец.
played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big
Он будет
bad
работать на
wolf?
Снежку теперь.
Who will be the...
Bigby? Miss White!
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
Ну, блядь,
We're
говори.
kind of in the middle of something.
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear
Погоди,
stories
не трогай его,
about
не
what
трогай
you
его, не
do.
трогай, не
Told
трогай.
us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be
А
quiet.
Вивиан это... Нет, ну, я не трогал.
We need to establish some order here.
Vivian killed herself back at the Pudding and Pie.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know
Nerissa. My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me. And now I can finally say, you're an asshole. And I hope you rot at the bottom of the witching well for what you did.
We know what happened.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching
Да
well.
ты чё,
No,
козёл?
that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you?
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
Wait!
What?
What did you expect to happen here? You're getting what you deserve.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's
I
not
assure
good
you.
enough.
There will be more if he isn't stopped.
I don't get it.
So we get rid of him.
Dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Why not?
What about a vote?
What do you think this is?
Everyone, come.
Блядь, что выбрать? Ой, демократия, значит. Да мы какие-то, блядь, в подворотне где-то решаем, судить его или не судить, что вообще происходит. Да давай, спустя в колодец. Мне кажется, он что-то крысит, блядь. Он, небось, не виновен. Он виновен. Он как Путин. Пытается не своими руками. Сука, гнида. Давайте проголосуем.
We should have a vote. Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
Я буду решать. Не, народ, давайте голосовать. Не-не-не.
Are you sure? This
Чтоб
isn't
меня
how
перед
it's...
том
The
козлом
people
отпустили.
want this right.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow.
Just do what you think is right.
Голосуем, что я же сказал.
Yes, Sheriff.
Блядь, оторвать ему голову. Да потом, блядь, половина народа будет говорить, что я крыса. Да я бабке не верю просто, я тоже не хочу заперывать. Да бабка какая-то тоже... Оторвать ему голову. Бля, сука. А вот выйдет вторая часть, и вдруг там кое-что кардинально поменяется, если он типа запертым останется. С сохранением в этих у ТЛТ можно переносить. Что вот если его запереть, а потом вдруг нам понадобится его помощь? А вдруг да. Понадобится вдруг его помощь, и мы такие придем к нему и говорим: все, типа, за то, что мы тебя не убили, ты работаешь на нас, мы тебя освобождаем. Как ЦРУ делает, типа, суперхакеров там или маньяков-убийц. Блин, козел ебучий. Видишь эти тучи? Блин, что ж с ним делать-то, сука? Я хочу его в колодец бросить. Да просто его потом не достать оттуда вообще никак. Его нельзя будет оттуда вытащить. Падла. Да бля. О. Okay.
Do what you think is right.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
No.
He has to
We
die.
can lock him
Just
away.
fucking get rid of him.
Not this way.
Come on, man. Вот. Я ждал пока полосочку, может они говорят. Ну все, это обречёночек. Блять, или не толкатель. Что делать? Сука. Блять, я хотел его запереть на самом деле. Блять, ладно.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
Finish it, Sheriff.
Please, we can still...
End it already.
Что с ним делать, блядь? Может оторвать ему голову? Блядь. Я хочу запереть его, если честно, теперь. И сбросить хочу. Может, голову сбросить, а так запереть его? Бля. Козел, нахуя ты меня схватил, гнида, блядь? Он думал, что я его сбросить хотел. Он хотел вместе со мной, наверное, улететь. Не, мы его всегда успеем сбросить, короче. Можно его пнуть?
You said you had a way to keep him from hurting people.
Wait, you
After
can't be
what he's
serious.
done, you're just gonna put him in prison?
Я тут решаю, вы сами сказали.
You're doing the right thing.
Yes, there's a way.
Пошла нахуй. Дайте ему глаз хоть выбить.
Do it.
Тварь, блядь. Надо его сбрасывать. Где дровосек? Где жаба? Это что?
Not what I was expecting.
Ты его в птицу превратилась? Серьезно? Ты что, ёбнутая?
He's got a sharp tongue. I thought it would be better for everyone if he parted with it.
Thanks,
Надо было
Greenleaf.
в молекулу превратить.
Work is work, I guess.
Hey, Sheriff. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay. Great.
Да, угадаю, жаба не купила зелье, да?
This fucking line.
Oh, Mr. Wolf? Flycatcher left his keys.
Ух, спасибо. Ок.
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Ок.
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Someone's gonna see you come.
Ай, как ты заебал. Сейчас, блядь, я ведь передумаю. Украл пивас еще. Украл. Уже в теле не используют? Чё? Кого там на ферму-то отправляют вообще? А, ну да. Ну я ему 100 раз говорил, покупай зелье, блядь. Последнюю попытку ему дал. Последний шаг.
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me, for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit. We forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit. Just go grab that, would you? It's just a farm. You don't have to be so dramatic about it. Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance. But Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Чел, это твой сын, ты виноват, блядь, дебил.
Can you give this to Miss White, please?
Давай.
Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so
Есть время
if
пойти
you
на
could bring it to her, she was nice.
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
Your dad broke the rules, TJ. You're not allowed to stay in Fabletown without a glamour.
Okay.
Come on. It won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Увидимся.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ.
Hey, Bigby. Where's your friend, Colin?
В офисе сидит у меня.
Where's the fucking pig?
Блин, на самом деле я не знаю, где он.
How should I know?
Это тоже на самом деле тут еще хуй, блядь. Какого хуя он ходит?
Saying goodbye?
А у нее не было ленточек? Подожди. А, она главная была. Нет, у нее есть.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh, yeah.
Давай я
I
сниму.
guess I am.
Давай сниму.
It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
You need to let that go. How are you gonna move on if...
Bigby, I know you're trying to help, but this is just something I need to do on my own. Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence? I had to.
Nerissa, just tell me what happened.
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
So you sold them out?
No. Yes. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then...
What happened? Can you tell me anything else?
I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
So you think that makes it okay to lie?
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... That night, after Faith, I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her, just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them, could at least save the rest of us.
Why would you do that?
I couldn't think of any other way to get your attention.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in
Приведи к
silence.
трупу меня.
And the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
I'm sorry, Nerissa. I'm sorry that's what it took to get me to pay attention.
It'll be different now. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
I don't really know where we stand anymore. Things are just different.
Huh. Things are always different. Look, Bigby. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You protected your friends, no matter the cost. And you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man, it was you.
No. It doesn't matter what I do. In the end, it's all the same shit it always was.
You're wrong. You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you. You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
А мне зонтик все, подожди.
I need to tell you something.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
Trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too. Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Мне кажется, тогда была не Вера, а Нариса. А потом Вера вышла. Роскошно.
I'll see you around, Wolf.
Пока. Увидимся года через 2. Когда там вторую часть анонсировали? Году в 20-м, по-моему. What did you do to Georgie? You and 41% of players left Georgie to die. А чё ему добили остальные? Did you give the crooked man trial? Видишь? Вот так вот, я со всеми. How did you punish the crooked man? Imprison the crooked man, вот так вот. А что вот эта корона значит? А подожди, цвет меняют? Accept DJ gifts for Snow. А кто не принял? Почему бы нет? Последние слова на рисе были. Ничего не меняется в конце. Это кто? А и все? А их же больше было. Подожди, выбор игрока. Этого сайта не существует больше. А вот. А? Вы дрались с ним на допросе. Вы сказали ему, что видели красавицу на улице. Мясник, а вы избили его во время... Я его избил? Я, по-моему, его просто за горло схватил. Вы посоветовали ему покинуть город. А он не уехал, кстати. Ну алло! Вы дали ему выпить. Вы помогли ему избежать фермы. Козел, я тебя запомню, блядь, Крейн. Вы ударили его. Я ему пощечину, по-моему, влепил. Скучный дядечка, вы привели его к ведьминому колодцу. Вы арестовали его. Вы убили его. Он в меня стрелял. Вера, вы дали ей денег после драки с дровосеком. Я дал ей денег, схуяли нахуя. Вы мучили его перед смертью. Вы оставили его умирать. Вы разгромили его клуб. Я не трогал. Я не трогал его клуб. Там были моменты, типа, сломать диджейский пульт, разбить там витрину какую-то, сломать эту стойку барную. Я вообще не трогал. Я специально это не делал. Я только бочку в конце подвинул, под которой сейвик был. Нечестная игра. Дизист. Вот так вот тебе. Вы приняли ее на работу. Вы взяли ее с собой в бар «Цокот копыт». А что там было? Это смотря в какой момент. Мы там 100 раз были. Вы решили его подождать. Что? Очень важный выбор. Джей, вы приняли его жука и обещали передать Снежке. Тоже невероятно важный выбор. Выступили за него, когда Снежка хотела отправить его на ферму. Да? Ну я ему последний шанс тогда, наверное, давал. Игру перевел команда «Толмачить». Отдел по безопасности. Сволк. Сириф. I'm a Сириф here.
Коллега продюсера, главный ведущий тестер Мэтью Уорнера.
Прикольно. Когда, блин, выйдет уже вторая часть? Сколько можно? Проведите комикс. Я какой-то читал. Ну там как-то воды много, по-моему, было. Что-то такое не очень интересно было. Я его, по-моему, покупал, кстати, даже на eBay. Где-то у матери дома была, должна быть в комиксе с коробками. Блин, я помню, что я его заказывал. Не помню, пришел он мне или нет. Возможно, я объебался, и мне его отказали. Вот еще выборы. Это когда про Снежку, про красавицу. Before Prince Lawrence. Это когда было? Да. Принц Лоуренс, точно. Бля, уже 4%. Что 4%? А у меня этот какого? Джорджи. Там был выбор подозревать дровосека, что ли? Кого? Ну логично. Чё, когда это было вообще? В машине сидит. Подожди, тут такие выборы. И это причем помечается как что-то важное. Это, походу, просто моментально пролетело и все. Это что такое? Persuaded him to talk. Это все, да, вспомнил. 62%. Остальные его пытали, видимо, пиздили. Да, Снежка тут сама, по-моему, решила. Вот, я его не бил. Магнитофон его можно было сломать. Я помню, я не трогал ничего. Вы ее 9% не били, Биста. Потому что он тупой, ё-моё. А когда это было? Интеррапс на свет. Eulogy. Что это такое? Eulogy. Это исповедь, короче, блять. Ну, как речь на похоронах. Какая-то исповедь, как называется? Investigate First. А что тут было? Это когда было? Остальные пошли к Крейну, походу. Ну мы у них вроде нашли, да? Все правильно. Какие-то игроки странные, блин. 80% вообще не туда пошли. Лайкачер. Что следует смотрим здесь? Наверное, тоже какой-то чисто волковский. Шкалевое дерево. Но в этом не было смысла. Твидлдам. Всего 45%. И терпило, блядь, игроки. Вы не отправили. Правильно. Вы 63% не стали трогать ленту. А тут что было? Пойти к Джерси. Он... Я не при чем. Что это за выбор? А как я ему отвечал, когда? Что это было? Это когда мы к нему в офис, видимо, пришли. Выбор зажечь сигарету, небось, промолчать или пернуть, да, что-нибудь такое. И вот просто который я тыкнул наугад, наверное. Джордж, а чё, блядь, с ним делать? Пусть подыхает, он убил людей. Ну, это понятно, мы видели. Это мы все видели. Вот такие дела. Что за достижения? Стимовские должны быть достижения. Одно достижение не открыл. Нет. Ни одно. А, да, раз, два, три, четыре. Это не странно, вспомнил. Заблокируйте все записи. Ну это потому что надо было, вот, например, пройти не в офис Твинкл какого-то Твинкл жит, а в другому, типа, к этому, к скрюченному дяде. И там еще что-то найти. И тогда бы все разблокировалось. Ну да, ну чисто, ну понятно, мне интересно. Это вот как раз оно. Пропустил кого-то. Тыква! Ферма. Смотри, как ферма выглядит неплохо. Чё им не нравится? Там огромный башмак есть. Страшная тыква. Я бы там сам жил. Достаточно далеко от Нью-Йорка расположен, чтобы простаки не могли их обнаружить. Некоторые жители считают, что в деревне... Ой, что их держат здесь как в тюрьме, несмотря на то, что что на ферме удобно и свободно. Они могут покинуть ферму, если смогут провести чары, но большинство нет денег, на что... А почему у них там нет работы или что? Несмотря на запрет, некоторые деньги, такие как клоун, такие как Колин, все же выбираются в город. Ну, клоуна мы оставили. Вот он кто. Грендель. Не знаю, такой. Грендель. Окей, Google. Кто такой Грендель? Англосаксонская эпическая поэма Беовульф. Окей, Google. Поэма Беовульф. О чем она? Самая длинная поэма из древнеанглийском языке. Примерно 10% английский занимает именно ее текст. Вот так вот. Медовые. Общаться с ним, как наблюдать за... А что там часовая бомба? Это лишь вопрос времени. Кого тут еще интересно? Принц Лоуренс. Она уехала от него, написала записку, а он написал ей записку, хотел типа от нее уехать. А где она? Девочка в ослиной шкуре. Ну такая у нее ослиная шкурка, нормальная, блин, я бы сказал, не моя. Содрала бы с нее шкурку. Я бы Свин, больше известен как один из 3 поросят. В родных землях его постоянно изводил большой страшный серый волк. Он постоянно сдувал его дом из соломы. А потом они подружились. После исхода Колин и других сказаний, не похожие на людей, были отправлены жить на ферму в северную часть Нью-Йорка. Не в состоянии жить такой скучной жизнью, клоун постоянно избегает Фэблтаун, страждает Бигби, его постоянно ловит и отправляет назад на ферму. Но это его не останавливает. Козел, еще раз, блин, бухло мое, пиздишь. Мистер Жаб завидует заброшенной собственности, заведует заброшенной собственности на краю Фэблтаун, это какая-то амфибия. Лягушка-то амфибия. Амфибия, ебать. Это какая-то амфибия ростом в 1 метр. Жаб требует от полиции Фэблтауна, чтобы его и его семью постоянно снабжали чарами, чтобы быть похожими на людей. А там эти чары, они... Насколько они действуют? Не говорилось, не помнишь? Нет, ну ты типа идею принимаешь. А, нет, ты, наверное, знаешь, ты их принимаешь, становишься, пока будешь человеком, пока не примешь обратно, типа, животные жабы, ой, чары. Блюбирд. После многочисленных браков, заканчивающихся таинственными исчезновениями, последняя жена Синей Бороды относилась к нему неосторожно. Однажды ему пришлось уехать по делам, оставив ее одну в поместье. Он дал ей полную свободу перемещения, по мнению... по имени, но взял с нее слово, что она не выйдет. Че со шрифтом? Я не могу читать. Она не выйдет в чулан в подвале. Ты не можешь читать, у тебя горло болит. Тебя, кстати, не было слушать на стриме. От кого ты читал? Для моих зрителей. Не знаю. Я. А это кто? Простаки, не сказание. Сокращение простой. Простак. Калка. Не хочу читать. Серебряные пули. Интервью с серебряными пулями. Подлинная история человека по прозвищу 𝕸𝕊 известна, даже самое осведомленное сказание ничего не знает о ней. Известно только ее имя и то, что она явно склонна к насилию, а также у нее врожденное сопротивление к магии и заклинаниям, а еще странная способность использовать любую отражающую... Я же говорил, как портал, создающий дыру во времени и пространстве. Простаки считают ее плачущим призраком бездетной женщины, но доказательств этого нет. Что как-то стрёмно. Фемка, что ли? Здесь скрюченная лова. А, неинтересно. Где? Это я. Зима, мать Бигби. Зима влюбилась в северного ветра и родила ему 7 волчат, но она ему быстро наскучила, он ушел от зимы. Одиноко, с разбитым сердцем, она старалась заботиться о своих волчатах, несмотря на свое горе. Бигби она любил больше всех, но так как он был самым младшим, старшие братья постоянно дразнили его. После смерти Зимы братья Бигби отправились на поиски отца. Бигби остался оберегать тело матери от падальщиков. К несчастью, он был слишком мал, чтобы защитить ее. После этого он дал себе слово, что каждый день будет много есть и однажды станет настолько большим, что сможет сдувать поросячьи домики. Не все сказания пиши. Блин, да я его знаю только благодаря треку, блять, вот этому. Devil's Come to Georgia. Джерси, я что скажу? Топор. Вот, ты кто? Высший принц, превращенный ведьмой в лягушку. А кто там? Дружелюбный добрый мухолов, получивший такое прозвище за склонность к ловле и поеданию мух. Его жену и ребенка зверски убили в родных землях. После чего он отрешился от всего и стал выполнять монотонную работу уборщика. Бедолага. Это я. Это я волк. Гав. Ну да. Мне кажется, здесь написали футы, а перевели как метры, наверное, просто написали. Нихуя себе. Не может утонуть. Преданность Мэри работает на случай дядечку уже несколько веков. Еще полную свободу действия, пока не я не вижу. А, вот. Жизнь дядечки со временем стала одной из самых людей футбола Тарум, начиналась со скрюченной монеты, 6 пенсов, скрюченного дома. Две вещи, о которых он беспокоился больше, чем о собственной жене или детях. У него дети есть, которые он готов убить, если они встанут у него на пути. Скрюченный дядечка заманил многих сказаний в свою криминальную сеть, давая им то, что они хотели, но всегда за высокую цену. Он хитрый, расчетливый, пожалуйста. Так это ж логово его. Спокойная атмосфера, там гораздо приятнее проводить встречи, чем в холодильнике для мяса или на литейном заводе. Это место полностью отделено от внешнего мира. Помнишь, когда мы пришли к мяснику? Вот он сбежал оттуда, козел. Воспользуйся одним из многочисленных порталов, отмеченных знаком скрюченной дядечки. С Востоном, короче. А это что такое? Правосудие. Традиционная процедура при памяти преступников Фейблтауна называется выслушать общество или заинтересованную сторону. Однако особые случаи часто ускоряют этот процесс. В реальности нет четких критериев для подобных ситуаций. И степень наказания зависит от того, кого судят в данный момент. Саша, новый порядок. The New Order. Вот так вот. Как в Рейхе. Также на много лет неофициально исполняет обязанности заместителя. А интересно, где этот козел старый? Куда его дели? То ли в Бигбе. Зачем мою картину повесили? Где страшный? Где козел? Этот. Вот этот. Нет. Вот этот. Происходящее захватчик города 𝕎𝕆𝕃 занимает должность заместителя мэра Фейблтауна на протяжении 15 лет. Крейн очень серьезно относится к своей работе, но это не значит, что он извращенец. Как представитель элиты города, Крейн часто закроет глаза на проблемы менее знатных граждан. Крейн властолюбивый, трусливый, и вечно что-то скрывает. Крыса, куда его дели, блядь? Нет. Это... А как его зовут? Я сейчас помню. Бруклин. Да, как-то так. Бавкин. Говорящая обезьяна крылатая из страны ОС. Сейчас он занимает должность библиотекаря Фейблтауна и тратит свое время на чтение и кражу выпивки у заместителя мэра. Он склонен к панике, поэтому, когда что-то идет не так, он винит во всем себя. Он полезен тогда, когда считает нужным, но большая часть времени он пьет, когда-то давно его уволили, но он оказался единственным, кто может разобраться во всей этой системе. Ах ты, блин. Я именно убийца. Неразлучный, как и безжалостный. А кого мы ёбнули? Вот этого. Нет, вот этого. Лифт? А, 13 этаж. Кто же вот тут, блядь? Злой окон. А, это чары. Ну тут ничего надо такого. А почему тут два этих? Синяя борода, про него мы читали. От Саши. Милосердие бороды. Про него мы читали. Синяя борода сбежал с родных земель во всем. Со всем своим богатством он по-прежнему остается одним из самых богатых сказаний в Нью-Йорке. Но по его этому... Как это называется? Жилетка. По нему видно. Правительство Фейблтауна зависит от его великодушных пожертвований. И он часто использует это в своих интересах. Как бывший серийный убийца, он скучает по тем дням, когда он отрубал голову своим невестам. Но если он смог оставить свое ужасное дело в родных землях, это не значит, что он не продолжает его. Вот так вот. Он тоже какой-то, блядь. Доктор Свин, мое сердце. Не сказано, почему свиное. Трип-трэп. Можно ее задом повернуть? Мне нравится быть в компании других танцовщиц. А мы ее голову видели, кстати. Ничего не читается, жопой видно. А что ты еще хотел? А вот тебя. Ганс, вышибал-уборщик, всеискусник. Что это значит? Окей, Google. Кто такой всеискусник? Понятно, мастер на все руки. Окинул глаза в свою жену, неудивительно, что она ушла от него, и теперь Ганс работает вещевалой в клубе Джорджи. Надеется даже выступить на сцене, но сейчас он занимается уборкой и следит, чтобы посетители не распускали руки. Ты куда? Кто? Джорджи. Это третий. Третий снизу, я ее увидел. Джек вечно что-то хочет. Храбрый Джек, я не знаю, кто это. Но не такой умен, как сам о себе думает. И план разбогатеть быстро привели к обратному, но его решимость никогда не дрогнет. Он считает себя самым важным человеком в Фейблтауне, но все знают его как самого безобидного хитрого засранца. Окей, Google. Кто такой храбрый Джек? Что ты? Дура тупая. Храбрый Джек. Кто это? Джигит. А кто там с бабами? Разве? Там же был Пус ин Бутс и Кыса. Ну все получается. Хорошая игра, на самом деле. Проверку временем пройдена. Надолго? Прикольно, блин, прикольно. Мне понравилось. Ну, получается, все. На 2 часика зашли и вышли. Так что... Я...